Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is Friday, March the 4th. Sorry, it's actually Friday, March the 5th. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I'm having too much fun with this. I am so happy. I'm like a kid at Christmas or a child that ate too much candy because this is all coming out and it's just all hitting the fan before her big interview, which she thought she was going to turn the world, on her side. All right, guys. Duchess difficult on Australian tour and at Admiralty House. I can think of the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And then there's the old karmic saying, what goes around comes around. Disclaimer, full disclaimer is located in the description. This video is for entertainment only and just my opinions, and I follow the fair use, fair dealing guidelines. Let's get started, guys. Let's do this last video tonight. All right. What did Meghan Markle do at Admiralty House in Australia? I couldn't recall all the things, so I wanted to go back and look. And thanks to Free Speech one of my viewers that said that they remembered seeing it but couldn't remember or couldn't locate it anymore. So I found a few things for you all. This was posted on the Quora of Erica. There's a Korean who wrote a post about her friend's experience with Meghan at the Admiralty House in Australia. She said she was rude and entitled and acted like a diva. So Meghan threw tea at someone because the tea wasn't good. That happened according to one of the staff at the Australian Admiralty House. Edit. This person is saying, I'm not claiming these are the facts. I'm clearly stating a story that another Korean wrote. To be clear, the post states she threw the tea that she didn't like. I don't think she threw boiling hot tea at someone. So I was incorrect in saying that above. I don't know if she just threw it somewhere else or maybe it was an exaggeration. I have no idea, but there was more written in the Korean's post about rude behavior that I do believe. I do believe she treats staff like servants and is not genuinely a nice person. There have been many rumors about her treatment of staff, and I do believe that they are mostly true. If it offends you, then you are more obsessed with Meghan than you claim I am. I don't go around defending celebrities I don't know, but I do call out narcissistic behavior from actors and other celebs. That doesn't make me obsessed. It makes me want the actual truth to come out because it isn't what we're all doing here. Okay. Goes on to say, to get as much information to make an informed opinion. My opinion isn't wrong or bad or the R word just because it doesn't match yours. She said, I can't believe the audacity of some of the people who get so angry because I don't agree with their opinions. They don't know the truth any better than I because I interrupt her behavior as being, or I interpret her behavior, as being self-promoting. I'm a bad person. I guess somebody was attacking her. The sugar's on there. They claim by listing sources of puff pieces that it concludes she is perfect, and any criticism is either jealousy or the R word, or obsession, which I've been called many times. Once again, defending someone you don't know is more obsessive than stating your opinion about a public figure. So Eric on Quora says, in a new book out by Lady Colin Campbell, it is alleged that Markle threw a cup of hot tea at someone after a payment of £250,000. It was hushed up by the palace, apparently. This woman was paid off and asked to sign an NDA and to not speak about it. So again, here's the palace protecting Meghan so that her cruelty doesn't actually get out to the public and is written about. If it is true, I, for one, would want to know who paid the money and why she was not charged for assault. If it is not true, then Markle can sue Lady Campbell for libel. Well, we've all heard this, and many sources have said that it was true. People that were witnesses and staff, and I'll get to that in just a few minutes, so I'll wait to speak on that. Maureen says, I have tried hard to find any reference of Meghan misbehaving at Admiralty House in Australia, and the only thing I could find was that she snapped at someone who was doing her hair And then while another person was ironing the hem of her dress, which she was actually wearing. So the person that was doing her hair when she was on tour, she had a fit with them. She didn't like the way they were doing it. And then she didn't want to take off her dress and let the lady properly iron the hem. So she was making her iron the hem of the dress that she was wearing. How self-serving can you be? What is Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, like in real life? Agueda. And this is a highly credible source, and this is on Quora, and this is a picture of them outside, I think, the Australian Opera House. So let's get into it. On the left, we have the lovely Lady Cosgrove, Prince Harry, the Governor General of Australia, H.E. Peter Cosgrove, all the way to the right, standing out, Meghan. So, and it was saying that Meghan was dropping the F-bomb to this lady, the Governor General's wife, and that she was so rude to her, and that they had put them up and were trying to, make sure that they were comfortable and given all the things that they needed. But let's go back to Quora. Second paragraph. Before I continue, I have permission to post this info from someone very close to one member of the staff of the Australia Admiralty House. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. The staff member witnessed many incidents or accidents that happened during Meghan's stay at the Admiralty or Australian House. During their stay in Sydney, Meghan made a big deal about being given only one wing at the Admiralty House. Oh, she was pitching a fit, we heard. The official home of the Governor General. She expressed very loudly that they should have had the whole house to themselves. They wanted them to move out of the place where they live while they were invited guests and to be able to have the whole house to themselves. Does she think she's entitled to the entire palace? Well, that didn't happen with the Queen. While Harry and Meghan stayed at the beautiful house above, or on the last slide, she was only nice to the good-looking staff. Now, we heard about this. The staff was afraid of her, and they said she constantly used vulgar language, dropping F-bombs. On one of their events, it was reported that Meghan brought her famous banana bread. The staff members stated that the banana bread was made by them. Meghan had sent them late at night to get the ingredients, and she made them do this several batches. Every time she tasted it, she said that there was something wrong with it. Allegedly, it wasn't right, so she made them make these batches over and over. She yelled constantly at the kitchen staff until they made the ones that she liked, or, as they said, tasted right to her. Lizzie Robinson at Lizzie ITV writes on Twitter, photograph of the banana bread that the Duchess of Sussex baked for the Woodley family for a visit to their farm in Dubois. And it wasn't even baked by her. She had the Admiralty House staff bake it and make several batches because it wasn't good enough. Oh, my goodness. So there's the bread, I think, down in front. And how terrible. She took credit for what the other staff members did. She gave them a recipe, and she told them to go and bake it so she could take it on her visit the following day. It wasn't to her liking, so they did several batches. The same staff member said that there was a lot of fighting going on between Harry and Meghan, that he was upset that they announced the pregnancy so early. She didn't want it... she wanted to go ahead and put it out there. He was trying to keep it undercover. It wasn't supposed to be about her pregnancy. It was supposed to be about the Australian tour and the people that they were meeting. Said they slept in different bedrooms, and after one of their fights, a staff member brought her some tea. Meghan said the tea did not taste right, and she threw it at the staff member. This person then complained to Lady Cosgrove, pictured in the slide a few slides back, who went to Meghan to tell her that this behavior is not tolerated. Meghan's response, verbatim from the staff member, was, "F off, don't you know who I am?" Lady Cosgrove spoke to the abused staff member, and she was rewarded financially by the royal family. I'm not sure whether she threatened to sue or not. During that time, October 2018, a lady came on social media and posted this. Wow, guys, wow. And also on social media, she posted this. Yes, I'm in Australia. My hubby had more interaction with them than I had at Admiralty House. I've had the chance to be there a couple of times, and she's a horrible, two-faced piece of work. Very, very thin. Like I said, when the cameras are gone, she's been treating people like dirt, and she's always swearing. Says, I was just going to add that Harry does not look happy. He has been apologizing to us for her rudeness, and my observation are he is very stressed out. This correlates with the events already stated. Another poster, also claiming to work at the Australia House, wrote that Meghan refused to wear the Kububra hats gifted to them by the governor. She made a big fuss because the hat was made of rabbit pelts while wearing calf leather shoes herself. Harry also refused to wear the hat even though he had worn it many times before. How terrible is that? So they're a guest. They're being gifted these hats, and she refuses to wear it. And then, of course, Harry's not going to because he's afraid of getting, blessed out by Meghan. It goes on to say the staff member stated that Samantha Cohen, Samantha the Panther, remember, who left them, Meghan's royal advisor at the time, was also so upset that she wanted to leave the tour immediately. She tried to leave once before, and the Queen asked her to stay because she was one of the senior top people, and she thought that she would be able to corral Meghan and get her to do the right thing. She said that Meghan and Jessica Mulroney, remember, who was there and wanted to go to spas and didn't want to do what was on the agenda, referred to the tour as tour crap. Let's take under consideration that during this time, Meghan was still adored by the media. She was considered a breath of fresh air and an asset to the monarchy. This is before her staff started quitting in masses. If you Google 2018 of October, you will get positive magazine covers and articles about Meghan. So, guys, people were keeping this under wraps for her. Again, they're protecting Meghan after her cruelty and this just insane behavior and treatment of others. These were some of the covers that were coming out at the time on Us, Hello, and People. The New People's Princess, Baby Joy, Meghan's big new role, and Harry and Meghan's baby Joy. So, guys, she's saying that they were viciously attacked, but these were the articles that she was featured on the cover of their magazines at this time while everything was going on. It says, based on everything written, decide for yourself whether Meghan is a nice person or not. And if you're still having doubts, this came from the TIG by Meghan herself. And it didn't show what it was, but this is one of the comments that were on the post. Agueda, I read a very similar version of this story as told by Samantha Cohen. She was going to walk out and was compensated. I think Meghan is a jerk, but I never thought she threw tea. Says, I asked the person yesterday if there was any particular reason why she threw the tea. The staff member's words were pretty much because she is a B and she didn't like it. Whoa, Vivian says, Claire, what about Markle throwing around the F-bombs at Lady Cosgrove and at the housekeepers? Her true colors are out. Guys, and this still wasn't reported in the media. And Vinitha said, so what exactly about this woman does Harry find so attractive? And he had thrown his loving family under the bus. It is the vulgar language, or is it? Is it her rude behavior, her tea throwing, her hissy fits? The royal family needs to get Harry and Archie away from this toxic woman. If I were the Queen, I would be very worried about Archie, if they have him. There are too many stories with the same narrative. Remember what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire, that many people can't all be this wrong, or that many people can't all be wrong. And then she goes on to say collaborative, oh, God, I can't talk tonight. But anyway, strategies are currently taking place. Believe me, they are doing something about it. So she feels like that by the people speaking out and more people are coming forward, and that maybe the palace is doing something behind the scenes, but we just don't know exactly what that is. Guys, I'm sure there's more things out there, but these are just a few reminders of what happened. And I want to do a shout out to Free Speech One because he went on the comments in my last video and said, with regards to the hot tea incident, I read it last year on Quora. Somewhere from someone from Sydney who knew the person that it happened to. I just searched again and can't find it. Well, I was able to go back, Free Speech, and I was able to find these for you and post them. Thank you for the reminder of that, and I appreciate your comments. So I think that's the end. Yeah. So guys, what in the world do you think about all these things? And I am again so happy and grateful that people are coming out, and I hope more reporters and broadsheets will print what has happened with Meghan, and see just all the things and report about all the things that the palace and her staff covered up for her, even though that they were being treated miserably. So I can't wait to hear your comments. Remember, they're posted on a slight delay. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you're new here, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I hope you'll subscribe. I'll see you as soon as I can get back to make another video, hopefully sometime tomorrow. Everyone have a blessed